Like if I get tired, I'm gonna get embarrassed, and if I get embarrassed, then what are people gonna think about me? You know, and they're not gonna want me here anymore. You know, blah 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 blah. Bunch of negative thoughts that are not even true. This stuff you put in your head because you demand perfection from yourself. That's the type of wrestler I was. What's up, guys? Pat Lugo. I just saw this quote here on social media. The quote said, you could be 142-0 in high school, and then nobody cares when you get to the D1 level. And that it kind of reminded me of when I was in Edinboro. When I first got to Edinboro, my coach at the time, Mitch Laporte, said that anybody can be replaced. Anybody can be replaced in college. You know, you have good guys who get by in high school because, you know, they might mature faster than others, you know, but once you get to that college level, you know, everybody works hard, everybody's strong. So, you know, nobody cares if you're 142-0 in high school. And there's guys who come in. When I got to Iowa, there was guys who came in, you know, like thinking they were going to, you know, have that same success. And they had a wake-up call real quick. They had a wake-up call, and then their identity kind of shifted, you know, where they were, you know, beating everybody in high school, and now they're a 149 pounder going with a 125 pounder, and they can't even get a takedown. You know, I remember when I first got to Iowa, I had that problem where I didn't get a takedown for the first month. Well, maybe first month, 2 months, I was going with good guys like Alex Marinelli, Caleb Young, Michael Kammer, Brandon Sorensen. You know, all those guys I'll wrestle like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I didn't get no takedown for like a long time. And I remember being in the Iowa room with my head down, you know, questioning myself, like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? Am I supposed to be here? I don't belong here. And a bunch of negative stuff. And then my coach, Tom Brands, told me, hey man, you gotta learn how to train. You gotta learn how to train better. You're going with these good guys every single day. You gotta go with somebody maybe that you can score a bunch of points on, you know, cause that builds your confidence, that helps you learn how to dominate somebody, you know, cause there's technique behind, you know, domination. And it's not just going out there and going crazy. And you gotta know when to put pressure into the guy and pull him down and release and do all that stuff. You know, people think that Iowa is just like they're robots, you know? And it's like, there's so much technique that goes behind it. I think if somebody would actually sit down and watch Tom or Terry, Morningstar or Telford run a practice at Iowa, they would have a lot more respect, you know, for the program. And I learned so much there, you know? So yeah. So nobody cares if you're 142-0 in high school.
0 and 142.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Or 142. Like the work is the work, you know. Like Mitchell Ford said, anybody could be replaced. It's so true.
I mean, you could even say like it's even almost a burden to be 142 now and go into a college program because like it's that much easier to shatter. Like, really, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, do you realistically think like sometimes like it can be a bit of a burden to be like a really great high school wrestler going into a college program? Or if you don't want to mention it, we can end it right now. You can
No, I like this. I was thinking.
Okay.
Is it a burden to be 142-0 from college going into? I mean, is it a burden to going from 142-0 in high school going into college? Like you probably have a target on your back, you know. Definitely, guys will want to, you know, humble you for sure. You know, you maybe you need to be humbled. You know, it's good to be humbled. Wrestling, so it's a humble sport. And yeah, man, I don't know. It's good. It's good. I can see it being good, and I can see it being bad because good, you have it's good because like you're good. Like you're 142-0. You're gonna be a good wrestler, right? But then again, you have that target on your back and a lot more pressure, from the fans. If you look at all that stuff, a lot more pressure. You just expect it to be good already, and that's not the case all the time. You're not gonna most guys won't find success. I won't say every guy, but most guys won't find success right away, especially in a tough program like Iowa, where the standard is the standard. People don't need to talk about the Iowa standard or any D1 program standard. It's to win. And yeah, man, just I was kind of like in the middle. I feel like I wasn't the best wrestler coming out of high school. I wasn't the worst. I kind of flew under the radar going into college. That's why I didn't have that many D1 programs reach out. And then I kind of made more a name for myself once I got to Edinboro, and then even a bigger name for myself when I got to Iowa. But yeah, I think I had a lot more, like I had a lot more down times than up times. Than when it comes to just having a good workout, like that Iowa room. Like, what's a good workout, right? A good workout is like you feel good, you dominate. You probably don't get taken down, but you're not holding position the whole time. You're going after your attacks and you're getting to the leg and you're scoring every time you get to the leg. Guy gets to your leg, you sprawl, get the legs back, defend. And then you finish with your conditioning at the end and maybe a short lift. That's a good workout. But you don't always feel that way. Some days you go in there and you're not feeling the best. Your ankle might hurt. Your ego might be hurt. You probably didn't sleep well the night before. You probably didn't get a good breakfast in. Whatever the case may be. But you find a way to get through the workout. Try your best. And yeah, not care about the results, I guess. Not being scared, not having fear of getting tired. Because a lot of guys get that. I know I did. Like if I get tired, I'm gonna get embarrassed. And if I get embarrassed, then what are people gonna think about me? And they're not gonna want me here anymore. Blah 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 blah. Bunch of negative thoughts that are not even true. This stuff you put in your head because you demand perfection from yourself. That's the type of wrestler I was. I still am. That's the type of wrestler. Well, that's the type of coach that I try to be towards these young athletes. Demand perfection, but understand that it doesn't exist, and being okay with whatever the results are, as long as you try your best and you prepared your best. But it's not like, oh, I tried my best. I want to participate. How do you say that?
Participate.
It's like, yeah, I don't want to participate. A participation ribbon. Yeah, I don't want a ribbon for participating. Yeah. And, yeah, I tried my best, coach. Where's my ribbon? No, you got try your best and keep going. You have to be honest with yourself with trying your best. Accountability, because you love what you're doing. The results don't matter. Medals don't matter. I tell that a lot to these. I tell that more to the parents now than the kids. Because I feel like the parents want the kids to win more than the actual young athlete that's out there. Because the parents I don't know if you could put this on. And you might be able to put this, but people are insecure. I'm insecure about things too. It's like, it's okay. It's the truth. It's the truth. And, you know, a lot of people don't speak on this enough, especially, you know, to parents, you know, where, cause if you tell someone the truth, they're not gonna like it and they're gonna probably go to another program or whatever, you know. If that's the case, cool. But like a lot of times these parents put their own insecurities on their child, and it makes it hard for that child to go out there and compete or to go out there and have a good practice. And it takes the fun out of coaching. It takes the fun out of the athlete that's competing out there, that's being vulnerable. And now I'm just waking up to beat somebody else instead of being the best I can be. And that's a big difference. If I train just to beat one person, I'm limiting myself to how good I can be. If I train to be the best version of myself, then there's no limit. Because I can be the best version of myself every single day. Like that ceiling, I keep pushing it back, that ceiling, keep, you know, inch, you know, centimeter by centimeter. And that's what it really is. And that wrestling is like, it's so like,
it's a game of inches.
It's not even a game of inches, a game of like centimeters. It's a game of centimeters. It's like so like
game of milliseconds.
Milliseconds, you know, it's like every little thing counts. And these young guys, they think they have time, you know. Some guys don't. Like I was talking to a parent today, and she said that her son feels like that he started too late. So it reminded me of myself, because I feel like that child has the urgency to train hard. Like I don't have time. I need to catch up. I need to go. I know how that athlete's feeling. I don't have time to go hang out with you or to go this or that. I need to be in the gym. I'm trying to accomplish something, you know? And that's a good thing and a bad thing, because be present in the moment and, you know, understand that it's never too late to be great. That's a quote from Jordan Burroughs that I saw when I was in high school. It kind of motivated me. I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't fall in love with the sport of wrestling until I was a sophomore in high school. And that's when I saw that quote. I was like, okay, you know, okay, like I'm on the right path, you know, and I wish I would have talked to that kid. Maybe I'll see him tomorrow, so I'll talk to him tomorrow. Hey, like, it's okay. Like, you're on the right path. You have the right mindset when it comes to your worth ethic, you know, but don't feel like you're behind, you know, because I feel like that now, and I'm not even wrestling, and I'm trying, you know, I'm working here with the Miami Hawks, and I feel like I'm behind, and I stress myself out. And I did the same thing when I was in wrestling. I stressed myself out. But that also helped me, that also motivated me to keep training hard. So that's why it's a blessing and a curse, I believe. And yeah, man. Yeah. Wrestling, like, you can relate everything in wrestling. Everything. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to your business, whatever personal problems you have, I know I relate everything to wrestling, and it helps me solve the problem. I've been doing it since I was 4 years old. I turned 28 in like an hour. And yeah, wrestling is awesome. Yeah, so nobody really cares how good you are, you know. So just be the best you can be, and don't worry about others' opinions, and And just have fun, man. It's supposed to be fun. Enjoy it. You know, work out hard with a smile on your face and just like, yeah, don't listen to other people. They don't care about you when it comes to whether you win or lose. They might comment on your social media posts but that's about it. Don't let that live in your head. You know, and I'm a victim to that. You know, so I'm preaching this, but I gotta, you know, take my own advice, and I am. You know, I'm learning in that way. So, you know, if I'm telling you guys to get better in that sense, you know, I gotta look myself in the mirror and do the same. This is Lugo's Lessons. It's something new I just started. You know, hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions or you want me to hit any topics, you know, comment down below.